Hello, thanks for watching my little YouTube channel. We're here with a sheep factory, and this is, I think, a very fun factory, and I want to show you how to build that today. This is not the most effective wool factory, but it is a very animated factory. I'm also going to show you how to create a very productive sheep factory. One with each color makes you have a rainbow, just like that one. Okay, so Nyan Cat go. And that's what we want to do today. So if you want to build a efficient wool factory, you can just dig a hole down 3 blocks, 3 by 2 rectangle. You can put your little chest there with some way to get down here, little step ladder, and you just dig out an observer to watch the grass in front of it, put a piece of redstone behind it, and put you a hopper that leads into the chest with train tracks. The train tracks are to hold a minecart with a hopper inside, and that'll go underneath the wool, and you just glass off the chest because that will allow you to open the chest. And you finish it off by placing a grass block here and here, just like this, and one sheep of each color. And you got to fill up the dispenser with scissors. It's not hard to build. You just throw the hopper in here and get you a train track and put it up here, and a minecart with a hopper inside, and that'll get you that right there. You can just fill this up here and put you some glass right here with a little bit of dirt, and here, whoops, we just put some glass. I'm getting anxious. And this will lead us to a new sheep farm. Now we got a light gray one. Over there is white, and we can just put this on top. And I forgot the dispenser. Of course I forgot the dispenser. And the dispenser needs to face the sheep. And you can just come along here and put some shears in, not signs. I want to put in 3 just to get them, just to let it roll. And this is how we make a little mini sheep farm. And when the grass grows in underneath the sheep and the sheep eats it, the observer will see it, light up the redstone, shear the sheep. The hopper will grab it, put it in the hopper, and into the chest. And as you can see, this one's already got 16 pieces of white wool. Now, with the sheep factory, you can build it with glowstone, 8 blocks long, glowstone. That's how long it takes the water to stop running. And put some white wool. Or you can build it with redstone lamps. If you build it with redstone lamps, just dig you 3 holes and put in 3 torches. This will light up the whole row of redstone lamps. And make it 8 blocks long. Or 7 blocks long. And put your white wool back here. And extend it out too. And then build the white wool up 3 blocks. And have your dirt up there. And once you've got this walled up 3 blocks high, all the way around, with some glass so you can see everything, you're going to have to make a stair step area. That way the grass can grow up here. This will probably take the longest part, so if you do it early, and you just get 1 piece of grass up here, then you should be good. But put your dirt up here and dig a hole 2 blocks down underneath the white part of the wool, and leave you an exit out the back. And that way you can come down here and place 4 hoppers that go into the chest. And the 4 hoppers, we'll just put some mine carts with hoppers on top of those to grab through the white wool, and soul sand here, and this will be our bubble column. And we need a redstone torch right here to light the redstone lamp, and some hay right there on that niche. That way the sheep have a safe place to land. You can place a dispenser here to shear the sheep, with a hopper going down into it, and a chest to fill up with shears. And that'll keep the hopper. Now if you want to put a sheep face on the front, there's some pixel art for a large face. I like the mini face myself, with some little white ears on there that Bunny added. But this is the big face, and that's the little face. And if you look at a sheep's face, it looks a lot like the big face with those browns. Anyhow, now you just come over here and go underneath, and you can place some minecart hoppers on here, and they'll stay in place. And you just let those grab the wool that's coming down, and you're going to have to put soul sand here. And now you got to build this 9 blocks up from the top of the 3 wall. That's because the sheep will fly up that far. Sometimes, not all the time. And add some trap doors right here, so the sheep will think that it's a safe place to walk, and they'll just walk off the end. Now that you've done that, you can wrap the dirt with stairs to make it nice and pretty. I used upside down stairs myself, and I added some stairs up the back so I could climb up here. That way you can keep refilling this with shears. I used a half slab here, and fill this up with water just up to the hay. That way the sheep will come up and bounce up and back onto, I like to call it my grass conveyor. They'll walk over here and fall off the trap doors into the river and be washed over here to the dispenser with shears, and that will shear them. And you can go up here, and this is where you got to bring the sheep in. And once you got the sheep in, I advise probably need maybe 15 sheep. That way you can get some good popcorn action going from them popping out the top. Now they won't always fly up, but they will if there's not a sheep above them to block them. And I don't do all the colors, because I like to watch them. But you can, if you think you got too many, you just do that. And as they come down, the dispenser will shear the sheep that are right in front of it. And if you want to increase production, you just put a dispenser on both sides with a chest up there on that instead of that dirt block. Basically, you just recreate what I have on the back right here on this column in front of that pressure plate. Then both pressure plates will work. I just left it clear here so you could see the sheep going down and the sheep popping up. I think this is a really fun little farm. Now, I'm just going to go back over here. A little further back, we got grass growing up the stairs now while we build. And I'm going to dig a hole here. Whoopsie. And when we're in survival, we know that you can't always predict that. But we got a redstone lamps here, and they light up nice and neat. Then we can go down here and place a chest. And we know that we're going to use 4 blocks back there for the hoppers. So if we put a chest right here, then that should be enough. Go over here and feed them into the chest. Just like that. Now, you do not want to use regular train tracks for this part, because if you do, you're just going to wind up with this. And that's not going to work. So you need to grab powered rails and use them instead. I like to do the 2 and back first so it'll turn sideways, and then just do these 2. That way they attach to each other. Put some glass over the chest and add mine carts on top of those, and that way if they're going this direction, then you'll just have to fill dirt. You might dig a little this way so you can put them on looking this way. Anyhow, now that you've placed those, you can just fill that up and get your soul sand. And it does have to be soul sand. And place that right here. And you get your pressure plates. We're just going to use these pressure plates. Place them there. And I want to put, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and put a dispenser over on this side as well. And that means I need a hopper to go on the top. And we're going to need some white wool. And the white wool will get us to move on up. I want this back wall to be just solid white. It's the color of the default sheet. If you wanted to use another color, that's fine. And we're going to need some signs. The signs will hold back the water. You just place them here, and then one right in front of that. And then you need some water. And if we just place some water there and there. Woo! I'm going to try it from standing over here. And you can see how bouncy it is. And now we're just going to put a chest right here. And a chest right here. And that is not what I wanted to do. Oh yeah, I'm in creative. But I can't duck when I'm in creative. Now, we need the hay. Straw. No, maybe it is hay. And when I don't think I'll be using signs. And this gives the sheep some place to land. Now we just need a whole bunch of glass. Oh, and some trapdoors. If the glass walls are too high, then the sheep can't jump over them. Just adding some half-stone slabs right there so that we can fill these up later. And if we now, if you just are in survival and you got a good iron farm, you can just fill these chests all the way up, which I've shown. And as soon as you put them in, they go straight to that dispenser. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a way to build. Now, when the sheep come out, you got to keep the top capped because, well, I keep the top capped. I've yet to see a sheep go over 9 blocks, so you may keep it open. I just prefer mine capped because I don't want them flying out and killing themselves. And then my sheep factory slowly turns into, well, an empty sheep factory because all the sheep kill themselves. And on this side, you want it just high enough that the sheep, basically you want it 2 blocks high. That way the sheep can't jump too high getting out. And now we just add the trapdoors. I like to put them on the top half. And alright. And there she goes. Now, eventually, the grass will grow up the stairs. It takes a little time. If you build this in survival, it will take you a little longer. So, I believe that the grass will be close, if not already up here. So I'm just going to add some grass blocks and tear this off. And then from this point, it's just decoration. But this is this is all of it. You can add that pixel art or a little mini sheep of your own creation with ears. You can wrap it in stairs like I did. And then put full stairs on the back. So you can just run up there. And if we added some sheep, babies will not be sheared and they eat twice as much. Right here you can watch them being sheared as they come down, and when they go up, as the grass grows, they can eat grass, and you can watch them filling up your wool. And over here we've got quite a bit of wool and a little bit of raw mutton. I did kill a few with the splash potion, and that's how the raw mutton got there. But this is the sheep factory. I think it's the most fun to watch. And thanks for watching. If you made this far, do like and subscribe. Thank you, and have a great day. Bye-bye.